So previously I did speak about multiplayer, and I kind of wanted to do its own separate video so that way I can kind of get a good general view on the amount of people that are for it, and I don't know, maybe the developer can take a note to see that the demand is there and hopefully look into it. And what I'm talking about is multiplayer. You know, obviously with the game itself, as I've mentioned, there's still a lot that they can do on the solo aspect of this game in terms of it being a single player. Obviously we've still got more game modes to come. There are things cooking for this game in terms of content and game modes to be added. This is more for a later down the line, like a trump card to be like, right, solo leveling, you know, if it, you know, I mean, here's the thing, at one point it might go downhill, who knows, and if they need to make that little bit of a comeback, multiplayer. Now, how would it work? Now, I've already said it before and I'll say it again, I don't think PvP is the way for this game, although I think most people would want it. Fair play. Me personally, seeing how this game works and how it plays out, I don't care for it. What I really want for a multiplayer aspect for Solo Leveling Arise would be raids. Simple as that. Especially, you've got to keep in mind also, we are going to be getting guilds, so that's also something to take in in consideration in terms of there being guilds, of course. And so through that can actually help out a lot more in the whole leaderboard side of things in terms of world raids, as I like to say, or world bosses, world raids. That kind of works out. So it would work in the same premise of, you know, gates appearing, and then through that we would hop on a gate. So I think team of 4 will be enough. Yeah, I think a 4-man raid team, I think that's kind of like the go-to. I think that, yeah, I mean, here's the thing, they could do more if they choose to, but I think, so obviously you go into the raid, you get your 4 peeps, and then obviously everyone will pick their individual roles. I think in picking the same character is not a thing, right? So make it so that everyone's playing, like, the attacking role, someone's a healer, someone's a breaker, and so on and so forth, of course. So a 4-man team, everyone's picking their roles. I mean, to be fair, I think they should really stick it with just hunters and not concern themselves with doing like a multiplayer Jinwoo raid, because I mean, here's the thing, well, then again, if they do that, then I feel like the Jinwoo multiplayer gate should be way more difficult, because I mean, truth be told, you know, we can really make our Jinwoo super more like broken, because a lot of people will be catering to the main MC. So that's kind of like my take on it. But anyway, coming back to the multiplayer on hand. So, you know, you pick your team, you guys pick your own individual hunters, can't pick the same hunters, so that way everyone's playing a different role. You can go full on attack, full on breakers, it's completely up to you and how you and your friends decide to build a team. You go into the dungeon, there's multiple floors, you complete the floors, and then of course you lot make your way to the boss fight. Very clean, very simple. Again, I feel like this is something that they can quite easily add at a later time if they choose to, but they can go further beyond and really make it into something for the whole community to look forward to in terms of world bosses, or world raids as I like to call it. And again, this is something from what I've seen beforehand and that I enjoy watching, and some of you guys may have seen, is what Destiny does. Destiny, of course, it's been out for God knows how long, like years now, of course, and they've got these boss raids, of course, where it's kind of like a it's kind of like a big deal. Again, if you know of Destiny, you know that it is a big deal in terms of these raids coming out and people just running with it. Well, everyone getting like their team together to do like a world first, should I say. There have been some raids that have been taking days. There are some raids that have taken hours, but it's a lot of fun. Because I mean, it's not your it's not an easy dungeon to do, right? It does take time to get to the boss fight. You know, there's rooms you got to go through. There's challenges you got to complete. There's grunts you got to get in the way, and like it's tough. It really is. So it does require the best of the best, and it really does require a team based effort, of course. And I feel like with this game, with the gameplay and how it works, I do think they can capitalize on that. So just to give you guys an idea on what I'm talking about, again, in terms of the whole Destiny side of things, again, that's kind of where I'm taking the premise from, and I feel like they can truly implement that. And I think for the multiplayer aspect, I think that's going to be the hitter. I think that's what they kind of need if they want to go down that route of actually having multiplayer for this game. That, in my opinion, would be their best option to kind of capitalize on that. PvP, get that out of here. We don't need that. We don't need PvP. give us multiplayer, give us those raid fights, make a world raid that we can all do, and then at that point you can really implement like guilds, you know, like, oh, this guild was the first guild to get this done, you know. I think that would be so much more better. So yeah, 2014, 2023 raid, world first raids, of course. So this is again, to anyone who doesn't know about this is a huge thing. It's a lot of fun to watch, truth be told, because everyone's trying to keep up on watching all the teams that are try and go for world first. And again, I think like this is something that solo leveling can capitalize on in terms of doing something very, very similar. You know, you go into a dungeon, there's multiple floors. With the floors, there's going to be grunts getting in your way. You got to take care of them. Maybe there's a little bit of a puzzle here, a little bit of puzzle there to try and for you to progress to the next stage. And then once you get through it all, there's the boss, and the boss itself could be something unique, a tough boss itself, and yeah, everyone has to kind of come together, because again, with this Destiny game, the only way you can get through this dungeon is working as a team. That's the only way. And with solo leveling, with the dungeon and everyone playing their role, so the healers making sure that they're healing, the tanks making sure that they're tanking, as well as taunting the enemies, I guess, to make them be the focus, while the attackers are attacking, of course. It really can be something if they choose, because at the end of the day, as of right now, what solo leveling is trying to do in terms of the whole competition and the competitiveness is they're going down that route of doing tournaments on the time attack side of thing, which is completely fine. I think that's also really fun to do in trying to complete, you know, a boss fight in a certain amount of time. But this, in my opinion, is the bread and butter to where they can truly capitalize and actually elevate the game into something as big as how Destiny has done it. Because again, these world first raids that they have, it's done on a huge scale to the point where like hundreds and thousands of people are watching. And again, I feel like solo leveling could be on that pedestal if they choose to go down this route. Obviously, there's also unique gears through these raids, of course. Look, it's just a lot of fun, and I think at the very least, this is kind of where I'm hoping that they take solo leveling, when or if they choose to add multiplayer. Just food for thought. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think? And truth be told, I'm probably going to link this to the dev team and just get their thoughts on it, see what they think. I think that'll be pretty interesting to see. So yeah, but yeah, do let me know your thoughts down below in terms of multiplayer. Are we vibing with what I'm saying, or do you guys have a better alternative? Or do you want PvP? Are you more for PvP? But I think multiplayer raids with our friends, I think minimum requirement, that's what we need, that's what we want. And then to fully put it on the map, this is what I want. World raid. Yeah.